Ready? There you go. There you go. Alrighty. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Who loves some good Alfredo? I know this bunch around here does.
Are you making pasta?
No.
Can you make some?
I will, separately. I want to be making some broccoli Alfredo. This is so versatile, y'all. You can do chicken. You can add chicken to this. You can add spinach. I've done spinach before, but today I'm doing broccoli. So I already got my skillet good and hot. This is some olive oil. There's no really written recipe to this. I just make it. But I like to use extra virgin olive oil for Alfredo. So as y'all jump on, say howdy. Tell me where you're from. And I'm putting probably a good tablespoon of butter. A good rule when you're making, when you want to cook with butter, you need to put some other kind of oil with it because butter will burn, and you don't burn butter tastes bad. It will ruin your dish if you're not careful. So if you mix like olive oil with your butter, it'll be a really good flavor. And let's turn this down. I got it on about a medium heat. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off because I got a little hot, but it's all right. So this is going to have, Alfredo is usually heavy cream and half. That's what I'm using. And I'm going to use some Parmesan cheese and some cream cheese actually to this. And this is fresh garlic. This is a couple of cloves of fresh garlic, and I may add some more garlic because Alfredo is really good with a lot of garlic. And this is black pepper. And you want to put your spices in with the hot oil because it helps your flavors of your spices come out. And see, you automatically smell that. Do you probably smell it? Logan probably smells it, but Kenzie's like,
my smell does not work.
So that I use the fresh black, like cracked black pepper in there. So that makes a difference too. So everybody say howdy when you jump on. Kenzie is videoing. She's a little beauty behind the camera. I'm doing about a teaspoon of Italian seasoning. And this is just regular Italian seasoning. You want to add that in. I'm not adding any salt because Parmesan cheese has a lot of salt, believe it or not. A lot of people may not realize that, but Parmesan cheese does have salt. Now you want see my garlic is toasting.
I smell it now.
Yeah, I'm going to turn it off right here off this heat. So this is what I'm going to do next. I want to put a little bit of flour in here because I want my sauce to thicken up. And I'm probably doing about a good tablespoon and a half here. That's all I need of flour. I'm just going to stir that in. Y'all like Alfredo? We love it.
Love Alfredo.
Yeah, it's so good. So if you see my garlic is toasted, and that's got a good flavor. Got my flour in. So now I'm going to add in my liquid. And then I'm going to put in my cream cheese and my Parmesan cheese. These seasonings makes a difference. The garlic, the butter, I think makes a difference. And I'm going to add a little bit more butter because I think, now this is unsalted butter. So I'm going to go ahead and pour in, this is heavy cream. That's probably about a cup.
You do have some fresh parm over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some heavy cream, and I'm doing some half and half. I just eyeball it, so I probably added another cup and a half of half and half. This is grated Parmesan cheese, and this is, see how many ounces is on that, Kens?
5.
So this is about half of that. So it's about 2.5 ounces of grated Parmesan cheese. And I had some of this Parmesan cheese too. This works just the same. This is a little more finer. And like I said, guys, I just eyeball this. Really, Alfredo, it's just ever how much you like. You don't have to have something, you don't have to go by exact amounts. And my little secret ingredient for my Parmesan is cream cheese. And I'm just doing a half a block of that. So that's 4 ounces.
Could you use garlic powder instead of
Yes,
minced garlic?
you can use garlic powder. So this is just all going to melt together. And you could add chunks of grilled chicken to it if you want, or just use it to pour over your chicken. Is good. And this is how I make mine. I'll just make it on the fly. And it always turns out good. As long as you got all these little flavors together, see it's starting to thicken up. And I can always add some more liquid to it. I'm gonna let that cream cheese get good and melted. Oh, look at that already.
Yum.
Everybody's like, ah, ha, ha.
Ooh, yeah. Cajun Alfredo.
Yeah, you
is-
can do different versions.
Someone asked if you made it spicy.
You can make it spicy. You
Cajun is the best.
You can make more of a Cajun, leave out the Italian seasonings, add some cayenne in there.
Some slap your mama.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I'm definitely adding more liquid, so I'm doing more half and half. Just eyeballing it. That was probably about a half a cup. Because I want to add the broccoli in there.
It's got water.
Yeah. And the broccoli does have water content. You can use fresh broccoli, but I'm using frozen broccoli that's been thawed out. Okay, look at that. This would be good over pasta.
Shrimp.
Shrimp. I want to give it a taste here.
This could be low carb. This is low carb, right?
This basically is low carb. You would just need to use more heavy cream, because half and half is low carb, but it's has a little more carbs. Because
I mean, you have flour in it, but
yeah, I did put some flour. So if you leave the flour out, but half and half is half whole milk and half heavy cream, or half cream. That's what half and half is. Heavy cream is just all heavy cream, just like that. Okay, so there's a difference. I like to cook with half and half a lot when I make mashed potatoes or something like that. I like that extra creamy. So, hand me a spoonkin. I want to taste it and see what it needs. So everybody, tell me where you're from. If you're getting on later.
can you use
Is that
milk
replay?
if you don't have cream or half and half?
You can use whole milk, but you definitely need to put flour in it because it won't thicken as good. It's better with half and half if you don't have cream, but you can use whole milk. You can use 2% if you wanted. It just won't be as good. It won't be as rich. You would definitely need to add cream cheese. Okay.
Yeah, 2% is a no-go.
Yeah. Okay. Yummy. That's good. I want to add a little bit more liquid. So the fresh garlic, now you can use minced garlic, but if you're going to use garlic powder, I would use about a heaping teaspoon, because you want good garlic flavor for your Alfredo. It just makes such a difference, y'all. You need that.
Someone said they love all your Pioneer Woman stuff.
Oh,
That's Pioneer Woman. Is that
yeah,
whisk?
this is Pioneer Woman. This is not, this skillet is old. This is just an old, this is an old, one of my old, this is not cast iron, what is it? Stainless steel skillets that I got off of QVC, probably 20 years ago.
I have no
It's
idea.
a Wolfgang Puck, believe it or not. If y'all ever heard of Wolfgang Puck, used to be on the Food Network. It's a whole set. So I'm adding a package of, this is a pound package of broccoli. Now this will thin this down some because of the water content. You could use spinach in here. You can do spinach. Let me take my...
Sun-dried tomatoes.
Yes, sun-dried tomatoes would be good. I would like sun-dried tomatoes and
With spinach.
Yeah. Do I need more broccoli? What do you think? Or is that enough?
It's probably, well,
Just one pack?
I'd say it's enough.
Yeah.
If you're gonna make pasta.
Yeah. So this is the, look at that. Now this thickens as it sits, so just be in mind of that. But that's about the perfect consistency that you want, because we're gonna make some pasta. You pour it over pasta. At this point, if you wanted to add your chicken in there, make it all one dish, you could take some grilled chicken and cut it up in bite-sized pieces, throw it in there. You can add a few handfuls of fresh spinach, a few of the sun-dried tomatoes. So the possibilities really are endless with this. But this is how I make my Alfredo. And you don't really need, if you watch later, just watch how I made it. And it's like it's like when I make my frosting. You just keep adding stuff. If you need to double this, just keep adding to it. As long as you got this right ratio of the stuff that I did, you need garlic, black pepper, butter, olive oil, some flour, and
Italian seasoning.
Yeah, some Italian seasoning and some Parmesan cheese. And if you don't have the kind of, this is actually shredded Parmesan cheese. I used that, but it doesn't matter. If you don't have this and you got this in the fridge, a lot of people does, use that. So it don't matter. And the cream cheese does make a difference, I think. A lot of people don't put it in theirs, but I always have. And use half and half and use some heavy cream. It gives it that rich, good flavor. It's going to taste more like Alfredo should. So, but that's it. See how quick I made that? And like I said, if you want to add some chicken, you'd have one pot, a one skillet meal. Then you have everything right there in one. You don't have to dirty up a lot of pans, but that's easy Alfredo. So who we got?
When she gets done, she'll put the recipe under the photo albums. There is a section titled recipes, and it will be there. Or you can just go back and.
Yeah, I don't have a written recipe for this.
Can you just do like estimates?
Yeah,
I mean, literally everyone is asking for a recipe.
Okay, but if you just go back and watch the replay, let me let you guys know. If you're ever catching a live, you can always go back, because once the live is done, it's going to be on the page. Just go back and watch the replay, and you can jot it down. And that way, because you don't miss it. If you happen to miss the live, don't worry about it. You'll be able to catch the replay. And you can always jot it down. I personally have learned to cook by watching people through my years. I've always told you guys I've watched my mom or I've watched my aunts. Now, I grew up in the hills of Southeast Kentucky. We did not make this, okay? Nobody in my family ever made Alfredo because I'm from the mountains. We didn't make food like that. But I like to cook, so I like to try different things. I learned to make this by watching like people on the Food Network or whatever. I learned to watch, I used to watch videos, so that's how I learned, is just by watching people do it. So that's one reason I like my page. It's one reason I created my page, because I wanted to show people how to cook, how I learned to cook, mostly by watching people. And that's usually the best way. Still, just that's why a lot of people just love to watch people cook, because you can just see how they do it. But this is it. Now this was not fresh broccoli. This was frozen broccoli that I had thawed out and put in the microwave and cooked for a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to turn it off and let it sit till we're ready to eat, and then it's going to be ready. And that's it. But it's really simple.
Someone said add red pepper flakes.
Oh,
that would be so good.
I should do that. Thank you.
You're a genius. Who said that? Let me find their name.
Thank you.
Susie Robinson.
Thank you, Susie. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm going to add a little bit, probably about a half teaspoon. But we like a little bit of spice around here, so there you go. Thank you for reminding me. You know, I thought about that a while ago and just like, whoop, went out my head.
We need to make Cajun pasta again.
Oh, Cajun.
There's like a restaurant, I think it's pretty much just local, right? Mackenzie River.
Cajun, oh yes.
They have the best Cajun Alfredo. Like, it is literally just amazing.
I think Mackenzie River might have a few.
I mean, they're a chain, but I'm pretty sure they're only like Midwest.
There's only one here. Yeah.
I don't think they're like down south or anything.
So, yep. So I just added some red pepper flakes. Thank y'all.
Yes, we do canning. And we have like 20 tomato plants.
Coming out. We're going to be doing a lot for you all, but it's been so hot, y'all. It's like 98,
it's literally like 90,
degrees
yeah.
in Kentucky today. So it's hotter than a $2 pistol, as Roger always says, hotter than a $2 pistol. It's hot. So it's really hot outside. But so we've been cooking outside, but not a lot because it's just too hot. But
Which Dad's out there right now, but
yeah,
I don't know
he's
how
fixing
he
some
is
chicken, so
standing that.
I go check on him. But anyway,
Probably in the pool.
so if you all are, so I appreciate if you share the video. Make sure you share it. Make sure you go to the top and you are liking. If you're following me, great. I love that. Make sure you like my page too. We appreciate that. If you're watching later, just drop me a 2. Tell me where y'all from. Say replay or whatever. But you can just go back and watch this and see how I done it. You know, it's really very easy. You don't have to buy the jarred. I do not
Gross.
like jarred Alfredo. We've tried it, and I've even tried the more high-end brands, and it's just kind of, I don't know.
It just has a gross taste.
Yeah,
I
it just
don't know.
sit right. And I'd rather make my own. I think homemade's better. So, but if you make your homemade, if you make it homemade, guys, you won't have to buy it jarred again. You'll like it. So
Yeah, we've done tortellini with this before.
Yeah, you go at this point, I'm leaving pasta out on purpose because we try to do low carb. I fix pasta on the side, and the youngins can add it as they want. But if you wanted to add a couple of cups of cooked pasta, whatever kind you want, do it right now. Kind of don't fix your pasta ahead of time, but don't cook it all the way. Make it al dente, they call it, because it will continue to cook, and you don't want it mushy, okay? Penne is really the best kind of pasta to put in Alfredo or angel hair. We like angel hair, but the penne usually stays good and firm. We like to use chickpea pasta sometimes, so it's a little bit lower carb. It's got more fiber in it, so I'm gonna set it off right there. All right, guys, so there you go. It's good old broccoli Alfredo. I hope you make it. If you do, let me know. And so we're gonna eat. Fix and eat. So thank you all for watching Mountain Cooking with Missy, where it's nothing fancy.
Just good eating.
Just good eating. Bye, guys.